Okay, awesome. So our first topic is going to kind of touch on. So Max also does a lot with cybersecurity. Correct me if I'm wrong, Max. You're also like Google verified or Google
That's I've had
certified.
the base certification from Google. All right. It's pretty easy. I did it in 3 months. I did it no, I did it in 6 months. People could do it probably in 3 months. I'm a slow learner. Seriously. It's really a good certification to get. There are other ones out there too that you should get as well. But for base certification for cybersecurity, it gives you a nice range of everything. I'd recommend
Okay.
it.
And so that's obviously cybersecurity has become more and more important as
Right. Yeah.
AI expands and like, you
Yes.
know. And so this week I had two phishing attempts on me. And they were pretty sophisticated. And I say sophisticated because, well, I'll kind of walk you through them. So they both started with an automated message from a robocall, and the robocall says something like, "This is Google. We had a suspicious login trying to change your phone number from, Richmond, Virginia. If this
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
not you, press one." And of
Oh,
course,
yeah.
I pressed one, and then
Yeah.
that prompted a call from an actual person, um, an American at that, just telling by
Yeah.
their accent, which was the first giveaway that it wasn't actually Google. And then, and so they walked me through it, kind of like talking to me, oh, yeah, we're going to send you an email. And then I got an email. And the first one was easy to spot because the SMTP server wasn't Google. So it was easy to say, well, if you're from Google, why are you sending me an email that's not from
Oh,
Google? So that one was pretty easy. And I don't know if
yeah.
they were talking or whatever, but like the 2 days later, I got a call, similar phone number, similar area code, same system, but this guy was more like sophisticated. He had more ways around my talk because I was like, dude, you're a scammer. I know you're a scammer. And he's like, if you feel that way, sir, I'm getting paid to do this. And then he sent me
Didn't
emails
say
that were
that.
act he sent me emails that were actually from Google. And what it seems like is he
Oh,
went and like set off a password reset from my email so that I would get an email from Google.
what the?
Yeah. And then he said, well, what's my case number? He gives me a case number. And then I said, okay, well, where can I? And I kept asking him, look, if I'm going to trust you, and this is the takeaway, if I'm going to trust you, I have to be able to verify it without any input from you. You can't
Yeah.
send me an email. You can't do any of this. And he said, okay, well, just go to this site and you can see on the site your link.
Yeah.
And it was actually it was a sites.google email with like the case number. So they had set it up so that if you don't know what you're doing, you're like, well, shit, that's a Google site. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my email, and my password here to reset it, and then boom, you're phished. Y'all follow?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, I
Yeah.
follow. But man, that is getting intense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was built with AI. That was planned and built, I'm guessing, by an AI. And then humans just did the deed, right?
Yeah, I mean, it could have been like I didn't even like I put on a VPN and whatever. Like I was just
Yeah.
not. I'm just like interactive as little as possible with that site. I hardened everything. I
Good,
went
good.
with I even went so far as to like go into my mobile provider
Yeah.
and just say I do not authorize any SIM transfers
Good,
because that's
good.
the next step is they somehow figure out how to transfer your SIM and then you're
They
effed.
can call a rep with the telephone company and some of them will give it to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's interesting though. I was gonna ask you how do you think, because if they're just like, scraping data from everywhere, how do you think they got access to your data to the point whereby, not only did they get your email, your phone number, all of that stuff, but they also knew how to kind of go about like extracting information from you? Because like they probably have access to like millions of people. Like, how did they just get access to you, and how did they know that you like that's one of those things? Because usually it's a phone number, right, and maybe an email, but it's
Yeah.
like for
They
you,
had
everything
those
was targeted.
connected.
It's almost like it was built out to get you.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I ended up removing my phone number from the Google account
I
because
know
it's
what
it's the
it
weak
was.
link.
I know what it was.
Okay.
You know what it was?
No, go ahead, please.
Open claw. That motherfucker's coming to get you, right?
Okay.
He's out.
He's out.
He's getting
Yeah,
you.
but right. He's asking a question. Where was the breakdown in security? That's what he wants to know, right?
Yeah.
Where was that? You want to find out where that is. If you can track that sucker down, plug that hole. Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, after talking with Claude about it, it was like the phone number's the weak link. So I deleted my
Yeah.
phone number from the Google account. It's no longer attached to my Google
Oh,
account.
yeah, good, good. Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, that
So
that that definitely makes sense.
yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is like if I was just thinking like, I mean, if I was like a 60-year-old grandma or something, you know, like
Yes.
toast,
Toes.
toast, because the
Just
guy was like calm, smooth. He had like an answer. He's like, well, yeah, they captured your session. Like he had enough tech jargon
okay.
to like sound like he knows what he's
Right.
talking about, and like I couldn't in the moment rebut him.
Yeah. On that topic. Okay. So, on the topic, so Apple now offers the call screening. Have you guys tried this?
I don't
Yeah,
know
I've
what
had
that
it
is.
for like 2 months on my
How
phone.
how is it? What do you like? How
I
is
never pick up calls from it's bad and good because you could be getting a call from like somebody you want to reply to, and then the person
no
calls and then
that a
they're
problem?
listening to some bullshit, and then I have to pick up real fast and say, hey, yeah, yeah, it's Michael. Like, trust me, like, dude, this has happened to me like 2, 3 times from like people that I actually wanted to talk to.
Okay,
But for
so
the
how do you
most
solve that?
part, it deals
You
with
solve that
all
problem.
the people that you don't want to talk to, people from insurance,
Right.
people from a bank, people from a phone service, or even scammers, because you can listen to the whole call after. So if they're like, who would you like to talk to? And then they have to state their name and the reason for their calling. So if the reason for their calling is bullshit, but it doesn't work if you get like a bunch of important like business. Like if you're like a business person, you get a bunch of important business calls, you lose a fucking ton of clients because nobody's gonna leave
So
their
it's
name and information. But
oh,
for your personal number, I think it's a go.
yeah, right. Yeah, totally. Dennis, you should try it, man. Or do you not have an Apple?
Yeah, I got Android. I mean, I could use a Google number thing like that.
Oh, so how is it working on that side? So this is what iPhone solution is. Now, what's the Google solution's equivalent? It must be coming out, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know if they have it on Android, but if you have a Google Voice number, then you can do it
Oh, yeah.
through that. Like they
Oh,
they that they have it through that. I don't use that right now. Will I in
that's
the future? I'm not sure.
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's I want to talk about that because it was I was a little bit like I mean I was like kind of impressed on some levels because it seemed pretty sophisticated, but it's
Damn,
scary too because it's like they get access to it and then it's like it's game over.
What
it
part
is
of
game.
you is still? Go ahead, man. Sure.
No, sorry. Go ahead. I'm just saying fuck. Go ahead.
All right. What part of you is still like kind of unsure? Because I haven't really found the smoking gun that they were scammers. Because like from what you said, and maybe I
Oh,
misheard it, but like from what you said, it seems like they knew your Google. Like, what were they asking you for? Like, why were they even coming into your email
yeah,
in the first place? Because Google's not just gonna come at you and call you. So like, what was their
exactly.
reason for coming at you? Like, what was the smoking gun that said? Apart from the email stuff not being right, obviously,
Yeah.
but
So I
what
mean
was the smoking gun?
that's it is that like nobody reaches out to you when there's like nobody from Google or your bank or anybody's going to reach out to you and say, "Hey, you got this problem." And so that's the first thing. And I told my wife the same thing because I mean, between you, me, and the fence post, if it was her, we might be having a different conversation right
Right.
now.
Exactly.
Um,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
like if like if it's an inbound call and they want information, you don't give it to them. That's the default. It's like they
Did you?
just don't do that until you can verify it third party on their own. So I was like, so let me call you back. I said, I'll call you back. And he says, okay, well, yeah, you can call me at this number. But then I call the number back and it's literally one of the Google Voice like kind of
Fuck. Yeah.
gatekeepers that I was just talking about, like that you're having on iOS. It was that thing. Google's not going to do that, not for
Yeah.
their like services.
Yeah.
And so that was the thing. And then I just said, okay, it's an automated process, no problem, bro. I'll just handle it on my own. Thank you. Oh, well, you really need me on the phone to walk you through with it. No, bro, I don't.
Fair, fair, fair. So it's
But
more so
he,
like they wanted something rather than like somebody just cause like Google's never called me, but like if they were to call me and everything seemed legit, I would probably want to do it by myself too, just to make sure I'm not getting like, put but if the person's like, no, 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 you need my help to do this and I need to like guide you, I need to
yeah,
send you this special link, then that's where okay, cool.
yeah. Because then I
Yeah,
was like, well, look, I'm just gonna go reset my password. All
yeah,
good, bro.
makes
We're
sense.
good, you know?
Yeah.
And there's like, oh, well, you can't do that because they captured your session. I'm like, what do you mean they
What the
captured my
fuck?
session?
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense.
He's admitting that he just fucking scammed you. He
Yeah,
captured your session.
yeah. So, I mean, all good, but it was like I was like, wow, okay, that was pretty, that felt sophisticated.